Our guess in the United States is that probably is, if a package passes in the next month or so, we're a little concerned it's a little light on heavy construction type roads, bridges, etc. You know, it's by contrast to the U.S. stimulus package, which has got less than 20% for, let's call it, hard infrastructure. The Asian package is up around 90%, and the European package is even up around 28, 29%. So, different mix of what we're investing in with the stimulus programs in different parts of the world. The worst thing that could happen, in my opinion, this time would be a turn towards protectionism, nationalism, and sort of beggar thy neighbor type strategies. It was a terrible failure in the 30s. I would encourage all of you on the journalistic side, be mindful and be aware of the dangers associated with nationalism and protectionism. We need to avoid things like very popular, Buy America, sounds great. Hey, I'm an American. I believe in our country. I believe in our ability to compete. And I think we can compete around the world and be successful. And quite frankly, I think our competitors from around the world should be allowed to compete here. It's got to be a two-way street. I think realistically, no. I mean, you know, the honest reality is we'll probably have to have more layoffs before we start hiring again. And I certainly detest that idea, but you know, I think we need to be very clear with our employees. We're going to do everything we can to sustain as much business as we can here and around the world and to grow our business. We're clearly working hard for every business opportunity that's out there, but I think it's going to take a while before the stimulus package kicks in, before the housing market can begin to recover.
22,000 that you've already laid off, 5,000 of those are still pending. You're not sure exactly where those 5,000 are coming from yet. Are you talking about more layoffs than the 22,000 that are currently?
No, I think the number is 22 or 3,000, and that's a worldwide number, by the way, not a Greater Peoria number or anything. It's a worldwide number. And again, we feel terrible about having to lay anybody off on any payroll anywhere. But yeah, that number we think that's about an estimate of the number that will be gone in terms of lost jobs by the end of the first quarter.
So more than 22?
No, 22 or 3,000 by the end of the first quarter. Beyond that, there may have to be more. Again, depending on demand conditions. We're watching it very closely, and we're watching it on a worldwide basis.
So when he made the comments, I'm not sure how it was communicated to the president or not, that specifically he would rehire if the stimulus got passed. There's a little confusion because now he seems to be stepping away from that.
Sure. I know that comment was repeated and reported several times. What Caterpillar said consistently yesterday and again today is that a long-term stimulus program, as well as other stimulus programs, as well as some of these other factors, are the things that will be beneficial.
Then why did President Obama communicate it?
I can't speak for President Obama. I can't speak for President Obama.
Clarifying the number of jobs
Sure.
as well. I know we mentioned 22 to 23,000, including the 5,000 that will be laid off in this first quarter. When Mr. Owens mentioned further job cuts, is that in addition to the 22 to 23,000?
What he said was that there is potential, depending on demand. It all depends on demand. So the last 5 years, as we've had booming demand, our employment has gone from roughly 70,000 to 112,000. Booming demand, incredible growth. As we've hit a brick wall late in 2008, unfortunately we've had to make adjustments. And what he has said is, as it takes time for some of these packages to be enacted and take effect, it's possible, depending on all these other factors, the credit markets, the housing market, if things get worse, we'll always adjust our production levels according to demand. If production levels stay steady or go up, we'll adjust accordingly. If they go down for whatever reason, we'll have to adjust. And so that's what he was saying.